scenes that some dressers might find disturbing. You're stuck with me, Lacy Rain, for Slag Race UK, a show powered by more professional jealousy than Sunita staring at a cigarette and wishing she could burn out that slowly. With Netflix force-feeding us horror-themed TV shows this month, viewers took a break to watch episode 3 of That's Not What We Sound Like Over Here, Rupaul. Following Scaredy Cat's elimination, the contestants paused for a hotter second than Miss Columbia before resetting their sights and targeting the next weakest queen to be sacrificed to the corners of anecdotal obscurity. Blue Hydrangea came out of her shell this episode with remarks more cutting than me and my arms at age 15. This week's mini-challenge revolved around quick drag, dance abilities, and Rupaul desperately still trying to promote his business among the advertising regulations of the BBC. The Vivian's boy brows are in fact stickers, and no punchline needed when you yourself are already a joke. Blue Hydrangea prepped for the challenge by dressing as the K-pop star who never made the band. The Vivian inexplicably came as Marilyn Monroe, and Vinegar decided to reveal her best drag finale look early. Bagga's grasp on English historical references appears not to exceed the Deirdre Barlow era of Coronation Street. In place of actual dance abilities, most contestants opted for some form of birthing simulation, with Cheryl Hall breaking the mold and winning the challenge by doing a death drop on RuPaul's Drag Race. Raven enters to remind contestants of the WoW Presents web series that awaits them should they win, find themselves with an idea and no iPhone to film it on. Contestants then mirrored casting directors this season by raiding through a pile of rubbish and taking whatever works. The sewing challenges on RuPaul's Drag Race have always been the trickiest for contestants. Not only do they have to make garments from scratch, they're also tasked with attempting to justify why they can't sew, with more excuses than the Queen makes for Prince Philip. Rupaul himself was challenged this week when he entered the workroom, came face to face with Vinegar Strokes' drag wardrobe and tried not to vomit on sight. Something took as much advice from Rupaul as a heroin addict does from a Choices for Life concert. Crystal explains that the reason behind her body hair is for gender performativity, and not the real reason, which is to keep her scruff membership. The Vivian's wig must be made of her breath as she's constantly talking under it. This week's target once again being Cheryl and Something. On the main stage, Rupaul discovers that she has a torso, and viewers learn that Twiggy is a dame. Apparently. Oh, it's time for the runway. Let's review what everyone dressed as. Davina De Campo came as Eurotrash Spider-Man. It's a sad day when the closest thing to Scottish representation on the show is a tartan trouser. And of course no one's seen anything that blue and plastic since Joan Rivers died. Bag of Chips came as a glazed yum yum. Her Brillo pads didn't make good Brillo pants, as her backside fitted into her costume just about as well as a 16-year-old climate change campaigner does in patriarchal politics. Give it up one more time for Baggy Chips. Blue Hydrangea came as Fluttershy on narcotics. Her outfit had more details than your lonely auntie telling a boring story, and is also the outfit she used to wear to do jazzercise from home. Something Wong came as an in-flight attendant, and if you're all wondering how something so tailored can be so dull, just Google men's clothes. The Vivian came as the Paisley Operatic Society's production of Venom. Viewers haven't seen anything that shiny and black since SeaWorld got woke. Vinegar Strokes came as her namesake, a soaking chippy dinner. Her outfit was constructed out of pages from a dictionary, however the definitions of successful, flattering and, well, good were clearly not among them. Her skirt was more torn than the faces of a child who's just seen the hidden zip on a Disneyland costume. Cheryl Hall came as a volunteer at a piss play convention. Her outfit had more rubber than a gay bar's toilets, and her skirt had more tiny fingers than a kids' TV presenter during the 80s. Crystal came as a sundial. Her outfit had more brown trailing behind her than someone leaving the toilet with paper stuck to their shoe, and more wings than the average bingo player. With the help of social injustice, Blue Hydrangea merely ranked safe, and Divination Descartes Dior earned her first win. For Vinegar Strokes, the writing was on the wall, and on her arm, and on her thigh. And because she Judas kissed Something Wong by calling her best friend, reality show producing ensured that the two of them faced against each other in elimination. And then at the end, sadly, it was Vinegar who was asked to sashay away. Vinegar Strokes is a very unrepresented brand of drag that we're used to seeing on RuPaul's Drag Race, but it was so important that she came and showcased what so many of the working queens in the UK are. While her looks were nothing to write home about, a RuPaul booking fee never hurt anyone's drag wardrobe, so I suspect her social media is gonna get a big glow up in the following months. And out with the world of RuPaul, she is this incredible West End star who starred in productions such as Joseph the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat and All About Jamie. And this week, she has just released a music video called Camp, which is available on her channel. I'll put a link to all of Vinegar's socials down below, and make sure you check her out and send her all the love she never got as a child. Maybe. That's very assumptive. And this just in, she's selling Hodgepodge Couture t-shirts. I mean, you know what, like, when RuPaul calls you out, make money. When RuPaul says you're great, make money. RuPaul doesn't cast you, do this. Oh wow, look at the time! I guess that wraps things up for today. I'm so sorry for all the very dark jokes I've made this week. I think I might be in a bad place emotionally. But remember, this is just for fun. Well, you're fun and me inexplicably dressing as an undead Joan Crawford. Why, Tina? However, let's keep things positive. What were your favourite moments from this week's episode? And how many of you judged the fudge out of the queens despite not knowing how to sew yourselves? Let me know in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe. My name's Lacy Rain. You've been watching Slag Race UK. Have a pleasant day. Remember to do your stretches. Good morning.